Stop. I need your help, and only you. You can help me. No one else. Only you. Got it? You. But first, you're going to have to pull out your little time machines, and we're going to have to go back about 80 years to the year of 2018. Picture it. Back then, skins were about $1,000 for the really expensive ones. Now they're like 10 grand. It's absurd, but that's not the point. I was but a small child at the age of 2, probably, or something. I had bought an M4A4 Howl before they were expensive, mind you. And I had a Karambit Fire and Ice. The 2 beautiful skins, the Shroud setup, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Well, me being a young, impressionable child, I decided to open up some cases. And wouldn't you know it, my card got hacked. My mom's card got hacked. So what does PayPal do? They refund me $7.43. Whatever, the total amount isn't important, but basically my account got banned. Over $7. And now I can't pay it back. They won't let me. No matter what I do, no matter what I ask, no matter what I say, they will not let me pay it back. However, they did give me an alternative at one point. I could get my account completely unbanned. All I had to do was delete my inventory. No thanks, I'll just not use the market and play the game with my acquired skins that I still have, and I can still play with them, right? Wrong. I don't know when it happened, I don't know when they did it, but now I can no longer play on my account at all. It won't let me play matchmaking or anything. I don't know when this happened, and now I'm upset. And so that's where you come in. I need you to like this video, comment, subscribe, share it, whatever. I don't care. I need to get enough attention on this video that Gaben himself says, yeah, you can pay me back $7.43. Look, people become YouTubers to make other people happy, to make money, to do what they love. Not me. I'm doing it right here, right now, just so I can get my account unbanned. I mean, all the other stuff's cool too, but this is priority number 1. And you may be asking, what do you get in return for all this help? Well, I'm glad you asked. Remember that field-tested M4A4 Howl I have? Yeah, in your dreams. You're not getting that. However, I can offer you this nice minimum wear USPS Neo-Noir. But like I said, the account has to get unbanned, and all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe in order to possibly win yourself like a $20 skin. And if this account gets unbanned, I swear on my life, I will give it to someone. I do not care who it is. I will give it to someone, as long as you liked and subscribed and left a comment. But let's be honest, you didn't click on this video to hear me complain. You came to find out how good is CS2 actually. It's bad. It's awful. It's a terrible game. Everyone knows it. So let's talk about knives instead. From my personal experience of the many hours I've been playing this game, I can tell you without a doubt what the best knives are, if your teammates have them, and how much fun you're going to have. You see, everyone's already ranked the knives. Everyone knows which knives are the best and which ones are the worst. But what they don't tell you is if your teammates has one of these knives, how much fun are you going to have playing that game? And that's what I'm here to tell you. First, we'll start with the bayonet. People who use the bayonet are typically pretty chill. If you're winning, you're going to have fun. If you're losing, you're most likely still going to have fun. They might get a bit upset sometimes, but I mean, hey, this game kind of sucks, so we all do. For that reason, definitely a fun time ahead. Next, we have the butterfly knife, and this knife probably makes you the best at the game, and it's going to make the best teammates. Either that or they're just going to keep on pulling out their knife and dying over and over again, but hey, I mean, at least it's cool. I mean, the best part about the butterfly knife is people just kind of let you knife them. Hold on, please. And you know what they say, for every single butterfly knife kill that you get, somebody unboxes a knife with the same pattern.
Bro just opened a knife.
Oh, what?
It's because I knifed him with my case hardened knife that he got a case hardened knife. That's the only reason. With an amazing power like that, I cannot put it any lower than the highest tier of you're gonna have a great time. Next is the Bowie knife, and this is a giant knife for people who are compensating for something small in their life. Since they're dealing with something like that, they're typically really mad, so it's going straight into you better be winning or you're gonna have a bad time. The people who don't agree with this probably have Bowie knives and will tell you over and over again about how great it is. don't listen. We have the classic knife up next, and let's be honest here, you only got this knife if you unboxed it yourself, or if you are really, really old. And you think being the first knife that I've ever unboxed, I'd have some bias towards the classic knife, which is kinda true, but let's be honest. If you're buying the classic knife, you're an old timer. But usually they're pretty chill and you like to have fun. It's going in fun times ahead. Next is the Falsha knife, and there are only 3 people who have this knife. 1, you have one in real life. 2, you like the stupid little balancy animation. Or number 3, you liked watching Fitz videos. Guess which one I am in the comments. But if a person has this knife, you're going to have a great time. We now move on to the flip knife, which in my opinion is probably the best teammate you will ever have. They are going to match the same energy that you have. If you want to win, they want to win. If you want to have fun, they want to have fun. A long time ago, I gave one of my best friends one of these knives. He was my ride or die, my bait for my kill. He was the trash to my can, the Mustang to my street light. He was my best friend. And then he lost the knife, and a year ago he said he doesn't want to be friends anymore, so I haven't heard from him since. Your life will never be the same again. The gut knife is some of the cheapest knives you could possibly get. It's that knife that you don't really want to commit to spending about $200 on a nice knife, so you kind of go budget. You're a bit too worried you'll never get the money out of it, and so you just kind of stay low. And that kind of attitude translates to the game. Players with gut knives are going to bait you the entire time, and they will never rush into a site with the whole team. They're way too timid to actually do something, and even when they do end up baiting you, they never end up getting the kill. Trust me, just leave the game. Alright, I'm just going to rapid fire the rest of this list. Let's start with the Huntsman knife. Huntsman knife, I mean, you got some money, you could have fun, you could be bad, but it could really go either way. You probably also wear a wife beater. Next is the Krampet. You got way too much money on your hands and a lot of time to have some fun. However, you think you're really good at op when in reality you're not, and you'll be sure to brag about your knife. If you're playing with someone with an M9 bayonet, dude, it's gonna be bad. You might win. In fact, you most likely will. However, they are going to be miserable about it the entire time. They'll be sure to let you know that they are the reason they won and not because of you. The Navajo is a knife that pretty much anyone can have, so I think it could really go either way. It's a giant mixed pool of players. The Nomad knife belongs to people who are way too laid back, and they're usually the funniest dudes you will ever meet. Probably also a connoisseur of skins. Obviously, you're going to have a great time. Paracord users will never blame themselves for anything that goes wrong. It is always your fault or the team's fault, never theirs. Therefore, you better be winning. There are 2 types of people who have shadow daggers: cool guys and trolls. Look, if you call them butt plugs, you are automatically a loser. The shadow daggers are an amazing knife and usually amazing people, but if they call them butt plugs, run. I mean, the skeleton knife is just amazing. I mean, you just spin it on your fingers sometimes. Yeah, great people. And they have money. Maybe they'll buy you a skin. The stiletto knife is definitely the guy who will message you after the game if you lose, sending you death threats. Because he believes he's an Italian mobster, but sometimes they're pretty nice and they'll make you pasta. Definitely could go either way. I don't know who the hell's buying the survival knife, but if they are, you might want to run from them. They were probably not in the right mindset when they bought it, and they probably still aren't. They are going to yell and they are going to scream, and it is going to be a very miserable match. The Talon knife is just the Karambit's little brother. No, like actually, the player is probably the dude with the Karambit's little brother. Hopefully he's older, otherwise you're not going to have a good time, but I'd still say you're pretty much going to have fun. The You're sus knife, haha, so funny. Yeah, no, it's awful. Leave the game. Trust me. Bye.